Breaking news. The Grizzlies have traded Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic for Cole Anthony and KCP and 4 picks plus 1 swap. Now, I'm not really going to get too much into the picks, but I will speak about the trade and then I will also predict tonight's game between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers, Game 5, which is a very, very important game. So stay tuned and watch the entire video to know exactly what's my prediction and what's my opinions on this trade. Now let's get into the trade. The Grizzlies trading Desmond Bane is very important for multiple reasons. One, I personally feel like this is a great move for Desmond Bane. I know he probably would have wanted and loved to stay in Memphis, but in my opinion, I think he deserves to be somewhere where one, they're competing. Two, they also have a similar energy to the Grizzlies where they want to, fight and they're too gritty and they want to compete and they're rough and all this stuff. That's kind of what the Magic are. And on top of that, it's a new scenery. And I just felt like in Memphis, it was a lot of times it was just Desmond Bane, Desmond Bane. Ja gets injured, Ja gets suspended. Jaren Jackson Jr. kept getting injured. And then I felt like he was starting to become very frustrated with the team and how soft they were becoming. And it felt like he was starting to check out because the team wasn't who he thought they were supposed to be anymore. So I feel like this is great for him, a new beginning. And then for the Magic, this is great. Now they have this mentality they're saying of a win now mentality. I personally don't know why they're trying to win now. I think they still have at least 2 more years for them to come up with that. This is their first good year. I don't know how the hell you have a win now mentality when this is your first good year, but so be it. This is a great trade for them. You do give up a lot of draft picks and 2 players for Desmond Bane. I personally think that's a little too much. 5 picks and 2 players for Desmond Bane is crazy to me. But it helps them out because they were dead last in 3-point percentage this last year. If you look at Desmond Bane's career, he is a phenomenal 3-point shooter. He is a phenomenal shot creator. He can create his own shot. He can handle the ball for you. He's like a secondary point guard if you need him to be. But he's a great shooting guard. He's a great 3-point shooter. He averaged 40% from three for over 800 threes in the last 4 seasons. He is 43% from catch and shoot threes. So exactly what the Magic were lacking in, they have now in Desmond Bane. And to pair him with Paolo Banchero or Banchero, however you say his name, I watched them play last year. And I watched him play against the Celtics. Man, he is a problem. If they had Desmond Bane this year, the amount of problems that they would have created for the Celtics in the first round would have been crazy. You thought the Celtics looked terrible against the Knicks? Imagine if they had Desmond Bane on the Magic the first round. The Celtics would have been exhausted. I think the Magic stole like 2 games from them. You know how crazy it is for a young team like this to steal 2 games? Even 1 game from the Celtics. With all the injuries that they had. Ben Carroll just now coming back. He was injured for like the first half of the season. And he still managed to play great against the Celtics, and they still managed to steal a game or 2 from the Celtics. I can't wait to see what they have next year. I feel like the Orlando Magic has been a team that everybody has slept on, everybody has forgot about, and it's just been the forgotten child of the NBA. Now, for the Grizzlies, this isn't really a rebuild. You traded a valuable piece for more pieces that might work. KCP is a great 3-and-D guy. He also has a championship. 2 championships, actually. He won one with the Nuggets and another one with the Lakers. So he has proven that whatever he is doing with his game and in his career works for multiple teams. So it should work for you too. Now, Jaren Jackson Jr. is always going to be the biggest part. He needs to be healthy. He needs to. And not only just health, he needs to be more physical, more aggressive. He needs to be taking rebounds and not waiting for them to get to him. There's times where Desmond Bane had more rebounds than Jaren Jackson Jr. That is unacceptable. Now, Cole Anthony, I think, is the biggest piece that they got because it provides them with scoring. You know, when Ja's not there, another person who can score and get his own shot. He's very aggressive. Likes to a lot of his game, I would say, is very good when it comes to ISOs and one on one. So it's another guy that can create his own shot. Is another guy that you can develop. Is another guy that has a lot of promise. So I think he'll be great. Now, there's a lot of things that are going on with the Grizzlies right now because it also depends on who they get as a coach. If I'm not mistaken, they fired their coach. You're going to have to figure out who you're going to replace him with, what's the system you're going to go with coaching wise, and how you're going to implement these new guys that you just got. And then you have the 4 picks and the 1 swap. You can 100% turn these picks into a great player, a star to come play against with John Morant. You can have 2 to 3 more guys that are amazing to come play with this team. You can build your bench. You can get a star to play in the starting lineup. You can get an amazing 6 man. You can get a center. You can get so many stuff with these picks. I really wonder where they're going to go with this because they put themselves in a great position. Now, I know Memphis fans are probably mad and they didn't want to give up Desmond Bane, but honestly, you're in a great position. Now, whatever your front office decides to do next is going to determine if this is a bad trade or a good trade. Now, let's get into tonight's game. The Thunder Pacers Game 5. We're tied 2-2. Honestly, I thought we were going to be 3-1. I thought Indiana was going to go 3-1. In the beginning of the series, I thought the Thunder were going to go up 3-1. But now, here we are, 2-2. Welcome to the NBA. Welcome to the NBA playoffs and the NBA finals. This is how it is. Sometimes you're going to have a game where you win and and everybody in the whole world knows that you should not have won. But you pulled it out. And a win is a win. It doesn't matter if it's sloppy. It doesn't matter if it was terrible. It doesn't matter if you only led for 0.3 seconds. Nobody is going to remember that. A win is a win. Now, in the last game, I said that the Thunder have not had a great game in this whole entire series. They have not played like themselves this entire series. And I personally think it's because the Thunder really play bad when they have a day off. I don't know why. I just think that the Thunder don't like times where they have to take a day off and come back and play. I think they like 1 day break, come back and play. That 2 days and then the game, I think it's really hurting the Thunder. And I just seen right now, as I'm recording this video, Jay Williams, which is J Dub, he said we're gonna approach this game as if like it's game 1. We're gonna go into this as if like it's 0-0, and we're gonna play our hardest and forget about what happened in the last 4 games. Unfortunately, that will be hard to do, but that's a very nice quote. I don't think it's going to be possible. Why? Because there's history, and you can see now in game 4, it was a lot more physical. Fouls became a lot more personal. Isaiah Hartenstein had to address somebody over a foul on Alex Caruso. It's no longer, oh, it's just a series, we're just getting started. That's it. The series has personality now. It has emotional ties now. It has some type of characteristics right now. You can't go backwards. What you could do is be thankful that it's 2-2 and come out here and play like yourself. No more 20 turnovers. No more 3 for 17 from 3. No more giving up leads when you have not done that all year. No more 2 players going off and everybody else is doing bad. No more Chet Holmgren coming out in the first quarter on hot, like super hot fire, and then sizzling out over the next 3 quarters. No more J-Dub giving us 17 points on 5 for 18. Negative. No more Shai Gilgeous-Alexander giving us 38 points and taking 30 shots. We can't have that. Threes have to start falling. Defense has to be there. Turnovers, take care of those. Clean that up. Shea need to be more efficient. J-Dub, you need to put pressure on them. You need to score. Bring the ball up. Alex Caruso, same thing. Play defense. Score. Bring the ball up. Chet Holmgren, you need to be involved all 4 quarters. You're not just a 1-quarter type of player. They need you. That double big lineup needs to be there. Isaiah Hartenstein. Honestly, I have not seen too much of that hook shot that he likes to shoot. I'm going to need that. We're going to need that this game. The bench needs to come out and perform defensively and offensively. You're going up against Indiana. They're bringing it every night. They're not forgetting. They are going to remember that loss. They're not forgetting a 2-2. It's easy to forget when you're the one with home court advantage. But remember, they came to your house last time and took game 1. Don't let them come to your house and take game 5. If they take game 5, they're closing it out game 6. They almost closed you out in game 4 and went up 3-1 and really took the confidence out of your heart. You need to perform this game. And with that being said, I'm taking Indiana. I'm taking the Pacers tonight. I just don't believe that the Thunder can pull 2 wins in a row against this team. I don't think I've seen a single team do that this entire playoffs. No team has been able to pull a back-to-back wins against the Indiana Pacers this playoffs. Halliburton will not let that happen. Nembhard, Nesmith are not going to let that happen. All that switching you was getting in the 4th quarter is not happening. You're going to have to figure out a way. The Pacers are going to make adjustments. You need to come out aggressive. And be careful with what you do. And be careful with the ball. And be careful with your leads. There was a game where they had 22 turnovers. And they came back and beat you with a game winner. No lead is safe with this team. They play all 48 minutes. They don't care if they're up or down. They're playing all 48. Minus the last quarter. I don't know what the hell happened there. But they play all 48. Hopefully, the Thunder don't give up another home game. But honestly, this is the NBA playoffs. This is the finals. I'm going to take the Pacers this game. I'm expecting them to go up 3-2. And game 6, the Pacers are going to close it out. Whoever wins this series is going to win it in 6. This series is not going to 7. And honestly, it can be either or. But I'm going to take the Pacers tonight. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This was Talk with E. Safety.